And just like that, once again, it's on. What's up, world? It's your boy, Vic XL, and this is the Ridin Durty radio show right here on blogtalkradio.com. Bridging the gap between hip-hop and everyday life, giving you beats, rhymes, hip-hop, talk, and that's right, everyday life, man. Because you got your OG, old school, your player partner, Vic XL, man. I've been representing hip-hop since I was a wee lad. Shouts out to everybody who's already joining in on the Facebook Live, man. We're about to get this thing crackling. But before we do, let me take I got an adult beverage. What's up, Sandy? Before we get this thing cracking, I just want to say one time for WRFG, the birthplace of the Ridin Durty radio show, WRFG 89.3 FM, overnight spot, over 15 years. If you didn't know about the radio show, you need a late pass because you're very late. What's up, DJ Pooh? All right, now I gotta let you know about our sponsors because this show, which I broadcast from my nice facility, my home, wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for my sponsors. So one time for my sponsors, Dr. Juice Cleanse, Sneakerbox.com. Man, my mind went blank. Dr. Juice Cleanse, Sneakerbox.com, NewStarStudios.com, and Quick Tax Service and Credit Repair. Y'all know it's tax season, so y'all definitely need to holler at them, man. Shouts out to everybody, man. Y'all filling up real quick. But shouts out to everybody who supports the show, who's been supporting this Facebook journey. I just started on Facebook Live, but hey, man, it's been very fulfilling. And I think this is like our 10th episode right here on Facebook Live. And hey, man, I'm having a good time. As long as y'all willing to log on, I'm willing to keep doing it. So, man, I got a very special guest tonight that I'm very excited about having this gentleman. This gentleman is like a brother to me. We've been rocking for a while. He got great music. It's very hard for a lot of independent artists to have consistent good music, but I've been rocking with this dude for the past 5+ years, and he's never given me a bad song. But I'm gonna give y'all a couple songs tonight. He got a brand new project, and let y'all decide if he has ever given me a bad song. But in my opinion, he's never given me a bad song, but I know y'all gonna let me know what's up. Also, let me give y'all real quick celebrity birthdays, hip-hop birthdays. All right, March the 9th. Birthday number 1 is legendary Queens rapper AZ from the group The Firm. Y'all might know him. If you don't, old school, you know him. If you don't, Google AZ from the group The Firm. Today is his birthday. Also, former Disturbing the Peace member. He made y'all go right there. My man Chingy, today is his birthday. Also, Shad Moss, a.k.a. Bow Wow. Today is his 30th birthday. Seems like Bow Wow's been around forever. Also, and Free Him, the brother of Master P and Silk the Shocker. Today is C Murder's birthday. Young Chris from the group Young Guns. Today is his birthday. YG from Compton, new Compton rapper. Y'all might know him. He had the joint, real popular joint last year. Today is his birthday. And last but not least, Domo Genesis of the group Odd Future, for all my underground heads. So if y'all know any of those artists, make sure you follow them on social media and wish them a happy birthday. Tell them Vic XL at Ridin Durty Radio told y'all about it. Also want to wish a happy early birthday to my daughter, Courtney. Tomorrow is her birthday, the 10th, March the 10th. So happy birthday, Courtney. All right, man, let's get this show going. I don't want to talk too much because I know me and this gentleman will definitely talk about some things, and 30 minutes just might not be enough. So I'm going to get it going. Also, man, please, I want y'all to do me a big favor and share the show, okay? Share the show, man. Share the show. Be part of history. Be part of making this thing big. Let y'all friends know that, hey, man, somebody, especially if you're from Griffin, share the show. You got somebody doing that thing. But somebody out here representing for the independent thinkers. Maybe you got a business idea. Maybe you have a book, or maybe you have a new album, or maybe you're a DJ, or maybe somebody who just wants your story told. Ridin Durty Radio is the home for you. It's the platform for people to tell their story. So share the show, man. Sharing the show is allowing someone else to get some shine, but it's also making you receive your blessings. All right. Shouts out to everybody again. Facebook Live. I see the numbers going up. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. No Pooh. It's not AZ from Do or Die. It's AZ from the firm. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, on the line right now, I have my guy, the pride of the South Side, Mr. BMO Slim. What's going on, sir?
Man, good evening. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing so good. I should be locked up for doing so good.
I know that's right, man. Amen to that.
So, man, I'm not even gonna get into a lot of the beginning upbringing because I know you, and if people have been following the show, they've had a chance to hear you talk. But for all the people who don't know you or haven't heard you or don't know anything about you, start by letting the people know where you're from.
I represent College Park, Georgia to the fullest, man. I try to make sure I do my city proud every day. I step out, put my feet on the ground.
All right, because College Park, when did BMO Slim decide to?
Yeah.
When did BMO Slim decide to get in the hip hop game, and what made you get into the hip hop game?
When I moved over to Riverdale, which anybody who know the area, that's really like next door neighbor to College Park, man. I just kind of moved a couple streets over, found myself in Riverdale, and I got hooked up with some local cats, man. That was out there, trying to get on their grind with the rap thing, and I saw potential in them. I wanted to get behind them and do my part to kind of help them get to whatever level that they wanted to try to get to. So I guess you could call it, I still kind of managed it, but I was more or less doing the same thing I'm doing now, man, just promoting cats, just trying to get behind and be a voice for some of these artists that, didn't know how to do that. And I kind of wanted them to just focus on the music, and let me handle all the light work, I guess.
So basically, your first interest in the music side of things was from the business side.
Absolutely. I didn't even want to be an artist. It's funny. I tell everybody that I never wanted to be an artist. It was a situation that it just kind of matriculated into that direction because, and shouts out to them if they listen. They know who they are, man. And, it's basically they got comfortable, for lack of a better term. They did a couple of records, man. I turned my whole apartment into a studio. I was basically at work, leaving my apartment wide open for cats to, get their music done. And we had driven out to Indianapolis and picked up a producer by the name of Twan Taylor. Picked him up. We did a turnaround trip, came right back to the crib. I put him on the couch. He brought his equipment. So while I was at work, they was making music, and I was like racing on because it was like, if you're a music junkie like I am, you know by the time you get home, there's gonna be some music that waiting on you. So I was flying home, man, just to get some new music, and it was going good for a few months, weeks, whatever, and then music started slowing up. Cats are getting comfortable. And I come in the house, it be everybody in the house, like girls here, pizza boxes here, Tanqueray bottles there, and everybody was just lounging, and the music wasn't getting recorded no more. So it's like tracks was just sitting over in the computer, just not being used. So I said, well, let me see what I can do right quick, and kind of just took off from there.
So, at what point did you realize that you're going to have to be the person to bring your vision alive, even from a business perspective and an artist perspective?
I figured that out early. If I'm the head of this ship and the HNIC, so to speak, I got to lead by example, So I can't come in here crack the whip on these cats, man, because it's just going to start, going in one end out the other. So let me lead by example. Let me get out here and do my thing right quick, and maybe that will help put a battery in somebody's back. Maybe that will help motivate them to get up and rock with me. But what wound up happening was I just kind of Jesse Owens that thing, and not to try to be on no ego, whatnot, or pat myself too hard on the back. But honestly, it was just something that I'm an artist in the truest sense of the form. I started out doing graphic design and things of that nature. So I see art, I can relate to art, music is nothing but art to me. So it was easy for me to be able to make these songs and do what I needed to do with them. And once I got that drug in my system, it was just like gone. I was in the HOV lane with it.
All right, I want to talk a little bit about your music, because the one thing, in being a fan and a friend of yours, you've never been afraid to tackle social issues in your music. And I'm really going to lead up to this first song I'm going to play. But how important do you feel it is for artists to tackle social issues?
It's very important to me, because it's just like in the corporate world, man. You want to diversify your portfolio, man. You can't get out here and try to duplicate what somebody else has done. I mean, anybody who listens to the local radio station around here now, I mean, it's basically the same record just told by different artists, even the cadence, even down to the cadence, and even some of the tracks. So that's cool, because there's definitely a lane for it. But I didn't want to do that, because there's enough of that already out there. So I just kind of wanted to just, I represent a different demographic. I ain't trying to go too far into that, but, I'm old school, so I can't really relate to a lot of the subject matter that I hear now. And I feel like when my passion for music, when my love for music first materialized, there was a lot of relevant social commentary that was in music, and we can't lose sight of that, because the era that I'm from, music and hip hop informed the people. You know what I'm saying? It kept people in the know. Now we know about all the new drugs and all the new liquor and all this other stuff, but we ain't really talking about, some of the things that we need to stay abreast of as a people. And I don't try to get too deep with my music, because you can lose a lot of this new crowd with PhD and the attention spans being what they are. So I try to find a healthy balance between the two.
All right, you got this record I'm about to play that's on the project, Therapy Sessions, and the name of this record is A Good Day to Die. Explain to the people the concept behind the record and what you were going through at the time and what you really wanted to address when you made this record.
Well, real quick, it's called Therapy Session. The whole project is, I was going through a really crazy period in my life, and I wanted that to be displayed on wax. So that was the whole premise behind the title. But you can't give your project a title like that and not lend some records toward that, So when we got around to doing A Good Day to Die, man, it was just, I let the music tell me what to write. And shout out my man Mud Knox, who's my engineer. Been my engineer now for over 12 years. I really don't like doing no music with nobody else unless I do it with him. He actually stopped producing tracks, but when he was producing tracks, he had given me this beat. I sat on this beat for a few years before I wrote to it, because every time I was listening to it, it would take me somewhere, mood music, darkness, and things like that, whatever. So I was going through a real bad period of time in my life, and I can't write when I go through stuff like that. So, getting to the point, when I was able to think clear and get my thoughts out and write thoughts on paper, I came up with this record, and I wanted to just touch on some of my personal issues. I'm an open book. I don't have nothing to hide. I deal with bipolar disorder and things of that nature. So I wanted to be able to use what I go through and maybe try to reach out to somebody who can relate, kind of going through it like I was going through it and didn't have nowhere to turn. So we wound up recording the record. Real quick, story behind that, he didn't know what I was writing about. He did the track, gave me the track. I wound up writing. I was recording. I come out the booth, my man wiping tears out his eyes. And that blew me, and I knew right then and there we had something. And everybody else who's heard that record before, the response to it has just been crazy. So, it's just dealing with real life, man. Suicide prevention, like I said, bipolar disorder, depression. I wanted to use this record as a vehicle to try to help people who go through something similar.
And it's funny, like everything you just mentioned, a lot of those things are things that go on in the urban community, the African American community, but we sweep it on the rug. Like, we act like African Americans don't commit suicide. We act like African Americans don't be depressed. We act like we don't deal with bipolarness and bipolar disorder. And you touch on all three of these sensitive subject matters in this record. So I'm not going to talk no more about the record. Introduce it.
Man, look, this is off of the Therapy Session LP. We're going to get into where y'all can get that in a minute, man. But this is the bit Data Down produced by the homeboy Mud Knot, man. Y'all check it out. You know, it's sad when one believes they can only find peace in death. It's even sadder when one takes their own life to find that peace, 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 find that peace.
Anthony Atkinson, since you said, can we get to the song, I need your opinion on it. Tony Pitt, if I mute my mic, I can't talk to you. What's up, Jashika? Sam Peasy. Richard A. Salvado, what's going on, brother? All y'all artists, if y'all need beats, y'all need to holler at my dude Anthony Avery, aka Sam Peasy, over at VA Studios. My man got that fire. Hooker Red, what's up, boy? Tanya, what's happening? All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that was a good day to die by my man B-Mo Slim right here on Ridin Durty Radio. B-Mo.
Yes, sir. What's up, man?
First of all, for all my music heads who might not know, let the world know what that sample is, because I'm sure a lot of people is saying, I've heard that sample.
Yeah, man. I got it. My homies, man, 3 doors down, and I had to, cause real quick, not put the sample in the thing and whatnot, man. These producers, they just give you the track with the sample and leave it up to you to get it straightened out. So I had to straighten it out right quick because I knew what a monster that was. So, I got at them on Twitter, man. They actually hit me back. So, we got that thing straightened out, man, and we still working out some things here and there, but for the most part, I got it. It's from the song Here Without You, also that album, I believe it's Away from the Sun. So.
All right, now look, let's tell the people real quick, because I knew me and you would not have enough time. Tell the people about this about this therapy session album, man, because it's got Matt Go, K-Go, it's got For the City. Man, tell the people about this therapy session album, where they can find it, how many joints on it, how long you worked on it, just what they need to know about it.
Yeah, man, it's a labor of love, man. It's my story finally on wax. It's my second album. It's my sophomore project. And everybody expect to flop on that. I was like, I ain't gonna flop on this one. So I put my time and energy and effort. Shout out to big homie PK, man. PK dropped a project a couple, maybe 2 years ago, and told me it took him 8 years or something like that. To do it. So I took my time with this, and I've been recording therapy session about 5 years. And I got it to where I needed for it to be, put it out. We kind of jumped the gun a little bit. For those who really been fans of Ridin Durty Radio, some of them joints been out for a minute, man. But, I got so much love for you. I had to do the piece first, But it's on iTunes. It's on CD Baby, Google Play, all the major sites where you get your independent music from. It's streaming right now on Spotify. So, just checking me out, man. B-Mo Slim Therapy Session.
All right, I got a question, because I'm an old school cat, and first of all, I don't know if you on Facebook Live, but you got people giving feedback on the record, and y'all please do, especially my mom do listen to the show. I need to know what everybody thought about that record. This platform is for artists who get feedback from people checking out the show, so man, just drop a comment, let them know, man. That's what the show is about, being interactive and leaving feedback. But my question is, because I'm old school, where can I get a hard copy of the album?
Hard copy's coming, man. I just got the confirmation from the manufacturing company, because CD Baby, anybody who's an artist on CD Baby knows, you got to pay for your hard copy. They send you 5 of them to your door, and then you got to turn around and send them back out to the manufacturing company. To the distribution company or whatever. So I should have them in my possession by the 21st, and then I'm going to definitely let everybody know. Follow me on Twitter, because that's where I do a lot of my promoting and stuff like that. Follow me on Twitter, and you'll know exactly what you all can order hard copies of the CD. But until then, we got the downloads popping, and they going about the window with it, and people definitely been responding to the project. And I appreciate that love, man, because anybody that know me know how much that support really means to me, because I give my all to everybody, man. And I really need that feedback on this.
All right, man, we get a chance, again, check out the comments. Y'all give my man comments on what y'all thought about that first record. He was definitely touching on some social issues. I'm sure we all know someone who's dealing with bipolar disorder. I'm sure a lot of us know someone who's contemplated taking their own life. I'm sure we know someone who have dealt with depression. And hip-hop started out as being a way to the streets of people to express themselves, and this record is definitely a big component when it comes to expressing. So, man, I'm definitely an advocate for this record. I was playing this record for the past 2 years on RFG. Shouts out to my man Anthony Anderson, who actually recognized the record from RFG. My man Poosie, I need to go an hour. Real quick, man. Real quick. Let the people know the hardest part about being an independent artist.
The hardest part for me is trying to really get that support from your peers. It's not so much the average casual fan. I know where my Achilles heel is, and it's with just doing live shows, you know, because I don't always get that support, because I always feature folks, and I'm getting off of that. I'm doing another project this summer, and I'm going to really cut down on my features, you know, because a lot of folks, you know, didn't believe, and then when it started bubbling in their face, you know, the hatred started coming up out of them. So, you know, it's all good. I still go through my thing. We just, you know, we just keep it moving. But that's what it is to me, man. It's just, you know, recognizing when somebody has really got some good music, and it's not always about, you know, a person's popularity and oh, I got to get with him because he's hot right now. Why don't you make me hot? Because the music definitely, you know, it definitely speaks for itself. So that's really what it is for me personally.
Also, B-Mo, I was doing some research because I tell people, man, in order to be good at what you do, you got to have proper training, then you got to put proper time in. So I do, even though me and you are friends, I've done some research on you, and I do research on everyone that comes through the show from RFG to Blog Talk, and I realized I did not know that you had 5 film credits under your belt. So you are an actor as well.
Yeah, man, I hope to get back into that real soon, you know, because that is another way for me to express, you know, my artistic ability. And I enjoy that just as much as I do recording music. You know, film acting for me is a way for me to, because we do this with the rap and entertainment anyway. You kind of playing a character, so to speak, and being in movies and television projects and stuff like that allows me to be able to explore and exploit that side of the game as well. So, yeah, I'm on imdb.com. Just search B-Mo Slim. You can check my credits there too.
All right, real quick, man, before we sign out on this thing, you got to shout out my man Anthony Atkinson. He said he just downloaded the single off iTunes. He said you got his money.
That's what's up, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that support.
All right. Before we close it out, again, tell the people where to find therapy session, where to find B-Mo Slim. Definitely tell them where to find the videos, because you got a couple videos floating around out there. Tell them everything about B-Mo.
Man, absolutely. Everything is at B-Mo Slim, man. So we got Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Go to the YouTube. You can see the video, the official video for A Good Day to Die. Everything is / B-Mo Slim. That's BEEMOESLIM. That's all major social media networks. I don't do no Snapchat, so don't look for me there. Let's see what else. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Of course, again,
60 seconds.
iTunes is the main 2 sites I really push for getting the project. I believe it's on Google Play. And definitely, man, if y'all into the streaming, you know, definitely check me out on Apple Music and my favorite, Spotify. You know, I'm killing Spotify right now with this single, So Hard. So definitely check me out there, man. I appreciate all support.
All right, introduce this record.
You getting ready to do So Hard?
Yes, sir.
That is the current single right now, man. That is pacing this project. So shout out my man King Mook. Shout out my guy, man, Sam Peasy, Grammy-nominated producer. We came and we made a smash with this one, man. And I really wasn't expecting this one to go like it went either, man. So y'all check out So Hard.
All right, to show y'all, I'm telling y'all, my man dealing with things on So Hard. My man is talking about love, lust, and women, man. Y'all rappers need to step your game up, man. Appreciate you, B-Mo. Love you, boy.
Appreciate you too, man. Love you too, homie.
Mr. Hanky. What's up, Mr. Hanky? Thank you for just clicking on one time. They're trying to make me want to slow drive. Hanky! Hanky, let me hold $1. Why y'all didn't tell my lips were white?
name out there that get some dirt on. I don't know what she on, what type of shit she be on. Shawty talking about we grown, ain't got no room to be wrong. So big it would be long before my lady be home. This ain't where I belong, it's best that I did be long.
Thank you, Chan T. Hey, Pooh, we gonna talk. I'm actually working on some things, so we're gonna talk about that. Impact. Anthony, I can't do 2 hours, man. I gotta go to bed, man. My wife, I gotta go, man. 30 minutes, man. You know, niggas, our attention span is short, man. I'm glad y'all checking me out, though. As it grow, I'ma grow. I promise you, as it grow, I'ma grow. As people support, I'ma support it. I'm glad y'all feeling it, though. As long as I know y'all checking it out, I'm gonna keep coming. But when I look and see even one person watching, I'm gonna go to sleep. I need to get me a chapstick sponsor. Ooh, Pooh, 2 artists? I don't know about that. You're right, Anthony. One fan at a time, man. One fan at a time. Thank you, Jashika. And it's better than 3 a.m. in the morning. And I save on gas because I'm at the crib. Big Max, that's dope, not CarMax. Ooh, I gotta work 8 to 8 tomorrow. Sam Peasy, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. I wish I could come. I'm gonna be there in spirit though. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that was my dude B-Mo Slim. I love you guys, Facebook Live. I love y'all, love y'all, love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Y'all making me feel real good about what I'm doing. Y'all know I do this for the people. And, man, I've done it for over 15 years at RFG. I'm doing it now from the comfort of my own home. If y'all want to get at me, email me, bigvicxl@gmail.com. Follow me on Twitter, Ridin Durty Radio. On Facebook, Victor Vic XL Walker. Instagram, Ridin Durty Radio. If y'all got music, because what I've started doing is I do a monthly playlist. It's called a Dirty Dozen. So I try to give y'all 30 independent joints. So I'm going to give y'all 30 independent joints a month. Y'all can go check them out. A site called 8tracks.com/Ridin Durty Radio. Vic XL, Ridin Durty Radio, Dirty 30. Each month I'm working on my March edition. Go to 8tracks.com now. Check out the February edition. I loaded up late, so I got to get on track. But, man, again, Instagram, Twitter, Ridin Durty Radio, Facebook, Victor Vic XL Walker. I'm going to start putting these things on YouTube, man. I'm really trying to push and expand the Ridin Durty brand. It's just me. So if things move slow, just know I'm working. I'm working on it. And, man, I'm just trying to give everybody a chance. I'm trying to bring y'all quality. I'm working on getting some new speakers, new mics. I'm working on it all, man. I do this for y'all. I love y'all, man. And the most important thing, man, every time I do one of these shows, I got my mom and my lady checking in. And that is super important, man. I got my kids checking in. Like, hey, man, I feel like God is using me. I feel like I'm being used by the Lord. And he's using me to reach y'all. So every night, it might not be a rapper. Some nights it's going to be authors. Some night it might be a preacher. But again, if you have a story to tell, hit me up. BigVicXL@gmail.com. And let's figure out how to get your story told, all right? Also, man, go to my SoundCloud page. If you missed the show or just want to hear the audio and don't watch the Facebook Live, go to SoundCloud, Ridin Durty Radio, or go to Blog Talk, Ridin Durty Radio. And that's RIDINDURTY Radio. Again, check out my sponsors, sneakerbox.com, drjuicecleanse.com, newstarstudios.com, and Quick Tax and Credit Repair Service. Man, good night. Love you guys. And I will see y'all next week, all right? 1.